Hey guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to our Mordor campaign. We are about to assault the walls of Rosgabel, which is garrisoned by Ethr, who is a prince of some kind, perhaps? I'm not sure. I guess he's important because he's guarding the... Oh my god, he's 91 years old. Good lord. He's guarding the capital, which is basically garrisoned by no one and no one's brother. That's all. I do have to say very quickly, though, that I am a little bit disappointed because some fucking nobody he's capturing the city. Some fucking nobody by the name of Lugdush. Was he an important lieutenant of one of our Nazgul? I remember that he crossed the river here from Amangastal. I think he was backing up possibly Dondeth, Lord of Terror, or maybe it was even Dorvois, Lord of Terror. I'm not sure who he was playing second fiddle to, but it was one of those assholes. And I don't know. Anyway, we may as well jump right the fuck in. I just really want to play this battle because I built a fuck ton of siege equipment. I have like 6 towers, something like that, and a shit ton of catapults. I really want to flatten all of these elves with furious Mordor might. Mordorian might. Sure, we'll go with that. We have wound the catapults all fucking night to the point where captains of the army were beginning to get nervous. Like the trolls were just fucking winding. Like that's the sound of the sinews stretching. The trolls are just winding the catapults, and all the captains are just kind of looking around nervously. Like I think that's tight enough, isn't it? And then no, it just went until this very moment, until the break of dawn. Interestingly, these elves actually have stone walls. I guess they are... No, these are the wood elves. They're not high elves. Shouldn't they just have a tree fortress in effect? I guess Rivendell was pretty carbon neutral. It was pretty environmentally friendly. Although, I can't recall Rivendell having any defenses to speak of. Although I suppose maybe in the films they kind of just left that out. I seem to recall Gandalf just kind of... Well, Gandalf and his posse just kind of galloping across the bridge after the big meeting. They just... See, I don't even need to put these guys anywhere. Let's just try to look intimidating, shall we? Let's make it look like Pelargir... Not Pelargir, sorry. Pelennor Fields in the third film. We'll just have a mishmash of men lined up. Whatever the fuck. It doesn't really need to be beautiful because we're just going to... Like I said, we're going to flatten as many of these elves as we can with our Mordorian might. The sinews of war quite literally letting loose any minute now. I think we want them to use fire ammunition as well. Ooh, we could loose rotting meat in their general direction. Let's also fire at will. How's that? Okay. Let's see if we can get like a cinematic shot. I don't think there is a way to hide the UI in the old Total War. You know what? We'll stick with it. Actually, hold on. To get even more of a cinematic feel, let's get all of our orcs in motion here. It's not going to be pretty. That's fine. It doesn't need to be. Okay, what else do we have? We have some maulers about to bust down the fucking walls. Why the hell not? Morning Guard at the ladders. Who knows where these guys are? Oh, it's going to be cinematic, but also a disgusting mess as all of my siege equipment... Oh, here we go. Oh, we're going to miss it. Not nearly as cool as I was hoping. I kind of was hoping to get like a really cinematic... Something like this, you know? A really cinematic position as these Oh, good lord. As these fireballs pound against the walls. Not even really doing anything, to be honest. Let's try to... Can we just take down the gate? Or the gatehouse? Are we able to tear down the gatehouse? Who knows? Okay, we're gonna punch a wall. We're gonna punch a wall? Really? I mean, yes. We could have hundreds of our orcs just... furiously fucking fisting the wall if we really wanted to. I don't know if that would be effective in any way, shape, or form. What I meant to say is we were going to fucking punch a hole in the wall, is what I was gonna say. But it actually looks like we're we're quite effective at just hitting this. Where's my fucking ram? Just drop the ram. Actually, fuck. We're about to we're about to take down this. Am I hitting my own tower? Damage 93. Oh my god, I am hitting my own tower. That's embarrassing. We very nearly. Oh, that was a close one. That was a close shave. We very nearly have the gate down just with catapult fire alone, which is fucking astounding. And then we have 3 siege towers creeping up on these sentinels of the Woodland Realms, and they don't know what to do. They're fucking hopeless. Have we gotten this 94%? Oh. Oh. Oh, this is just typical. You see this shit? This is what I'm talking about. These elves, they... Oh, is this going to be the one? My god, we've managed to pick the most... The best... We've frozen time just as this gate is about to bust open. And I guess knock this tree over into these elves. I don't know. We'll see what's going to look like from the perspective of the elves. How about that? Pretty underwhelming, I have to admit. Although there's about to be 600 million orcs. 600 million fucking orcs streaming through this gate, and we just roasted a few of our own maulers, which I have to admit, I'm fine with. I'm quite alright with this happening. Okay, let's build a new line with our catapults. Something like that. Is that gonna... Stop firing, you fucking assholes. God damn it. They're just going crazy with the fucking catapult bolts. Okay, here we go. We're going to drop the ramps any minute now, and we're going to spill out onto the walls like a disease, like a pustule. Jesus Christ, that's a nice image, isn't it? A pustule popping. Here we go. And all of the filth within streaming out. Oh my god. These fucking elves. It's the end. It's the end for these guys. These maulers are marching in. Hopefully they're going to chop some dudes up. Smack my bitch up in the process, if you could be so kind. And we're going to get some dudes in the middle. We're going to get... I don't even know who this is. We're going to get this asshole up to the front line. Oh my god, what are you doing? Just stop. Stop what you're doing. Stop. Drop. Und roll. I really want to fire into the center of the town there. That would be stellar if we could get that going on. You guys might notice that I'm playing very haphazard with my units here. Because I don't really care that much, although it's going to be a pain in my ass once this battle is over. I did actually think it was going to be quite a bit easier than this. That's my mistake, I suppose. Should have seen it coming. Man. What the fuck are you doing? Get on the walls. You dumb pieces of orcish resource. Actually, you know what? I will not speak ill of the mainstay of my forces. They're quite useful, and in the army of Mordor, everyone has a use. I almost wonder, is Sauron a socialist? Does he? I mean, he's put the means of production in the hands of all. There's no classes in Mordor. Well, I guess he who is meanest gets the most, according to his muscles, his goods. I don't know, his services. That just makes it sound like the strongest guy is the best. Is the best wait staff this side the River Eisen. Oh god, my Uruks are just getting killed. Oh man. Each according to his muscles, his murderous abilities, I guess. I don't know what I'm going. I don't know where I'm going with that. All I'm saying is there's not a single capitalist in all of Mordor, despite what our income would lead you to believe. There's no capitalists in Mordor. Instead, there is an orcish collective where they all work together towards a common goal, which is world domination. Not much unlike what I believe was the original communist, not manifesto, but basically they wanted a world revolution. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what? This is not This is not related to Middle Earth in any way, shape, or form. So let's throw some orcs in here and observe the helpless elves in the center of the city. Come to think of it, I guess pretty much would every race aside from the humans be like some form of socialist? I guess I can imagine that the elves have like shops and shit in Rivendell, but at the same time, you're hundreds of years old. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get these maulers to build a line. Well, yeah. Let's just have a thought experiment for a moment. You're hundreds of years old. Your race is coming to an end. This is quite badass now. We're fucking flinging catapult bolts, stones, if you will, into the center of the city. We've got orcs streaming forth. Again, like a scourge upon the world. You're hundreds of years old. Your race is coming to an end. Your time is short. Are you going to spend your time focusing on like pointless baubles? Are you going to, like run a donut shop? I guess, I would run a donut shop because that sounds fun as hell, to be honest. Oh man, these woodland warriors, where the fuck did you come from? My word. It's not looking so good for these raiders. Oh boy. That's a rough one. Okay, my Uruks are taking care of the sentinels. We've got our morning guard forming a line, and look, I think we're doing some fucking work in the center here with our catapults. Well done. Well done, old boy. Oh. Oh, classic Mordor. You can't fight a battle. Ooh. I just creamed my pants, everyone. I hope you don't mind. That was disgustingly beautiful. That was so filthy. Filthy like pony play. Jesus Christ. Oh God. I can't help but be happy as I slay these elves and force them from the continent. Oh God. Where are my fucking maulers? Oh, they're in the back. Those assholes. I'm losing a lot of raiders. Well, that's kind of what they're there for, I suppose. Oh my God, really? Okay, we just need to take a moment and appreciate that. First of all, we've somehow managed to pause the game when it seems like a strike. Lightning is striking currently, and everything is illuminated, which just draws even more attention to. It's almost like the clouds have parted and a single beam of light has just passed down from the heavens. Oh, as like this guy's fucking ghost leaves his body because we just managed to annihilate the elvish general with a fireball from a catapult, and he was the only casualty of that strike. It was meant to be. Sauron is looking down upon us from on high. Well, no, he's somewhere by Drueden Forest, but I'm sure he is empowering us with his evil might from halfway across the world. Oh boy, this battle's in the bag. We're going to be flanking around in a second here with these 2 units of raiders. They're going to come here, alright, they're going to run, they're going to attack, okay, we got some orc band that are, dealing with these forest wardens. They've already broken. We're going to run up the center here. It's like a football player. We're going to run up the center here. What's that really famous, there's that football commentator who used to draw, Madden, He had the football games named after him, John Madden. I seem to recall him having a very guttural voice, but that's basically all I know about him. You might be able to tell from my hobby, which you are currently engaging in, that I'm not big into football, although that is just like a baseless assumption. I guess, one could assume that Let's Players just aren't into sports in any way, shape, or form, but, I think that's an incorrect assumption. After all, we're all Americans, aren't we? On YouTube? No. No, that's not true. To be fair, YouTube is an American country, but it's just an incredibly Americentric platform. Especially when you get, oh my good lord. Especially when you get into like the blogosphere, you got like all these LA bloggers just doing American things on American in American time zones, going to American events. Actually, you know, in a way, the video game industry is very Americentric. All the big conventions are like in fucking Las Vegas, that kind of thing. It's a big downer. Big downer if you're... I was going to say if you're Canadian, but in actual fact, if you're European, that would be even shittier. It's much farther. Much farther for you to go. Okay, we've now flanked these dickheads with our raiders. Somehow they didn't even see it coming. We just have to flank everyone else and somehow deal with these Sindar archers. I don't know how we're going to do that. Maybe get our general over here. Mayhaps. I don't know. Oof, we have some Morning Guard that are not in the battle. What are you doing, my friends? Drop the ladders and fucking run all the way up here. You're going to secure the houses of the aristocracy. Actually, you know what? We should just take a quiet moment to appreciate this map. This is a very wonderful map. We've got this nice architecture here. Okay. All right. We have a nice arch. Okay. And then this path that leads essentially nowhere to this watchtower, I suppose. It's quite unfortunate for the elves that we didn't come from this direction. You know, this would be much easier to defend. They've got a watchtower. They could have seen us coming. They could have defended from these high spots, but instead we did the smart thing and we attacked from the plains. And we are going to annihilate them from the plains as well. Okay. Once again, I almost made another Churchill reference. Man, really big into Churchill at the moment, I guess. It's not like I close my eyes and dream about him. It's not to that extent. I'm just saying, you know, it's for some reason a very ready reference, and I'm not quite sure what that's about. I'm sure there's something psychological about that, something Freudian almost. Oh my god, these maulers have almost been wiped out. That's very embarrassing. In the last battle of these starving elves. Quick side note, actually. How long would it take for elves to starve? How much does the average elf need to eat? I can only assume it is a fuck ton of lembas bread. That is all one can assume. Okay, they're just churning through our raiders here. We need these tired as hell maulers. Look at these guys. Oh my god. I didn't know this was going to be such a long battle. Oh, I need to work on my cardio. Yeah, that's something we need to work on. We need to get an empire-wide cardio regimen implemented. Maybe that's what we should build in all of our cities throughout the... Oh my god, we're just actually kind of doing some fucking damage here with these maulers flanking. Well, having said that, I just noticed that 4 guys got killed there. That's what we really need to build in all of our captured territories. We need to build some Olympic-sized pools, do a bit of resistance training, you know, put the weights around the ankles. Although I just heard recently that if you're going to be running, you really shouldn't be running with the weights around. You really shouldn't be running with weights, full stop. It's very bad on your joints. Just a hint, if you're in your late 30s, early 40s, you really shouldn't be running at all, apparently. This is what I hear secondhand from some assholes on some podcast somewhere. So, this is very reliable news, the most reliable news. So just, you know, take that with a grain of salt, I guess. You know what? If you want to run, be a bad self. At the very least, you're getting off your ass, unlike yours truly, and doing something with your fucking time. Having said that, we are about to capture another elvish city, bringing the elves as a race ever closer to an extinction. And I mean, I think that counts for something. I could very easily put that on my resume, you know, and I have the video evidence to prove it, which is certainly something, you know. It's not something to balk at. To balk. When have you ever seen someone balk? Really? You know, it's a great device to write with if you're a very, like, intelligent officer. Good lord. If you're an intelligent officer, then you'll probably be a corrupt one. No, if you're an intelligent officer... Oh, God, I nearly said it again. If you're an intelligent author, most everyone in your story is going to balk at some point. However, in your day-to-day life, I think you have to know a certain type of asshole to really witness a full-blown balk, you know? Maybe this is just me. Maybe I don't know the right people. I don't know, like, I'm not in with the balk crowd. Okay, we're really dealing with the last few... Oh my god. How are you letting off archers? My god, what is wrong with me today? I think I'm getting stupider. Hold on here, wait a minute. You guys seeing what I'm seeing? First of all, this fucking dickhead here. Getting right in there with the bow and arrow. And then, maybe you can make out this dude here. Just doing a very quaint yoga pose in the middle of this sea of acrid flesh. Okay, that's a bit too fast for my liking, but there we go. There's really only 8 of these dickheads left. Oh, there's another one. Oh my god. These guys truly are like Legolas. They're just letting off arrows in melee combat. What an asshole. Oh my god. Well, he didn't kill him that time, but they definitely roasted a dude beforehand, which was incredibly impressive, I must say. Okay, we're going to speed through. We're going to kill these dudes, 4 of them. I don't know. Okay, that's it. We've won. We've won the day, and we've captured this piece of shit territory no one cares about, and we've lost a bunch of lives that no one wants to count. Countless orc bodies that are going to be left in the sun to be picked clean by birds. Well, I guess we could... Let's be honest. Mordor is very environmentally cautious. Conscience. Oh my god. I'm not even joking. I think I am, as this episode goes on, I think I am getting dumber. By the end of this, I could very well be elected president of the United States if I'm not careful. Okay, we're going to occupy Rosgabel. Yes, what was I saying? Mordor is environmentally... See, I can't even... Conscious? Yes, that's the word. Good lord. We're going to grab all of the torn metal off the bodies of those faceless assholes we don't really care about. We're going to smelt it down, and we're going to create some massive plates of armor, and we're going to put it on some trolls, probably. It's the only way you'll get the deposit back. Little known fact, if you are an orc in the army of Sauron, you actually do have to put down a deposit on your plate armor before you're allowed to march. It's a very forward-thinking policy, and in my opinion, you know, a sort of policy that we don't see often enough in this Middle-earth. Okay, so what have we done? We've captured Rosgabel, which at one point was the capital of the Sylvan Elves, or is it Thranduil's Halls? Is that the capital? Has that always been the capital? I'm not sure, but we've captured a new city, and it's quite shitty in that... Oh, you you probably thought I was about to break out into a rap there, didn't you? Yo, check it. We captured this city, and it turns out it's quite shitty. Kind of stumbled over my own rap there. I was going for like an easy rap too, like a 90s Will Smith type rap. You know, where it's not too fast, it's not too hardcore, but it also rhymes. Okay, so we've captured a horrible city. It's making us basically no money at all. And we could upgrade the wall. I don't know what that would get us, but we'll probably blow some money on that at some point. Like a drunk person in Las Vegas on a buffet dinner that they have no intention of consuming. They're going to have like some samosas and then probably stumble into another casino, and they might accidentally hire a hooker as well. All right, everyone. This actually has been, I feel like 25 minutes just blew by. You know, kind of like how you turn 30 and you look back at the last 10 years of your life and you just think, holy shit, what happened? Was I... Did I sleep through that? Was I just drunk a lot? I don't know. I just looked at my timer and realized, holy fuck, we're done. We're done already. I'm going to end it here because this is basically the end of the turn from the last episode. When we come back, I suppose we could essentially capture the rest of these cities and then march on Thranduil's halls. Although I just want to take a quick detour to the mountain fort to say I have no fucking idea what I'm going to do for this fort. I don't have any forces nearby. I do have Lunluck, and we could probably assemble him an army to besiege the fort. But my worry is that they have a full stack there, so they'll just sally out. So we really need like a stack and a half. As for Foldberg, we're still a few turns away.
Ready for fighting.
Oh, I should... fucking Captain Grimbold, this asshole. I forgot all about this guy. Okay, well, I'm gonna do this off camera. Oh, what? How? How did you manage that, Captain Grimbold? You fucking piece of filth. I don't know how he managed that, and I'm quite pissed about it, to be honest. But next, before we begin next episode, Captain Grimbold will be... Well, no, I take that back. We're going to be, apparently, forcing a draw out from Fangorn, and that's certainly material enough to begin next episode. So I'm going to say thank you, everyone, for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I had a very good time. That was a wonderful siege, and I felt like I made even myself laugh, which is not that rare, to be honest, and quite sad. In effect. Okay, well, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, as I did. What do I usually say here? Not much. Check me out on Twitter, I guess. If you want to see more of this series, be sure to check back on Tuesday. That's Tuesday. Because that's when I try to post. Alright, everyone. You guys are fucking awesome. I will see you all later. Have a good day.